Story time with Street. Oh, I'm sorry. What's happening, everybody? Street here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Storytime with Street. I know it's been a while. I'll admit I haven't had any content for you guys. Like, the only reason I don't make videos is because I don't have the content. You know, it's like I'm not sponsored. I don't get parts sent to me to install in the car. I don't have buddies with Mustangs that need me to help them install stuff on the car. I don't get invited to Ford events. I don't have car shows in my area that are just constantly being brought up. I work 60 hours a week. I work every single day. And it's just me and this dope ass Mustang behind me, you know, making content when I can. And I apologize. I don't want to overwhelm my channel with stuff that is just super mediocre. I mean, this is kind of, you know, something, but I actually have some footage and some fun stories that I wanted to share, but I can't keep giving you guys the same stuff. I mean, that's why I'm assuming my viewership is so far down compared to where it used to be. Is just because people know that I just don't have enough new stuff to say. So let me get into it real quick. Let me finish up some housekeeping stuff real quick that I want to talk about. And we'll get right to the stories. So the stories are all based around racing too. So you're going to want to stick around and just kind of, you know, get a feel for what's going on. People have actually been testing silver lately. Like, it's been awesome. Like, people have actually been wanting to get a little bit of the 5.0. And you guys know that I bitched and complained in the past about people never wanting to test the Stang, and now they are, so it's great. So real quick, thank you so much to the one guy who has bought merchandise for the last 2.5 months. I really appreciate it, bro. Somebody bought a shirt or 2 shirts lately, and it's great. It's just cool to know that the shop has been revived, and, you know, I made a sale and the new shop is up and running, and they haven't shut me down yet, so that's been cool. Those of you guys who haven't seen my last video, Ford claimed all my designs and shut me down for using the word Mustang. And I don't know why everybody else hasn't been shut down yet, but they singled me out and I re-uploaded everything and everything's good to go for now. Changed or emptied my oil catch can today, got about 2 ounces out, no metal flakes, no nothing. Oil looks fantastic. It's got about 2,500 miles on it. It is 5W50, full synthetic, for those of you guys who are wondering. I've been getting a lot of people on the tick videos lately. Something in the community has brought out a lot of people in the tick videos. And I keep getting comments all day long like, dude, just put 5W30, 5W40 in your car, everything's fine. And that's not the case. That's not the way it works, man. I got 5W50 in my car and it still ticks, although it's very, very minimal lately. Those of you guys know, after an oil change, it's really bad. And as the oil dirties up, it gets way, way better. So I'm at about 2,000, 2,500 miles on my oil. And the tick's almost non-existent. It's there, but it happens so inconsistently that I don't know what to think about it. I'm so confused about the tick. I'm just enjoying the car. The weight reduction process. Those of you guys who've been supportive of the weight reduction process, I thank you so much. It's coming along great. I am down almost 30 pounds. 30 pounds. And what you're seeing right now is just a whole lot of muscle tone. Have you guys seen the gains in the arms? Look at the arms. Like, I've put on so much muscle in my arms, my chest, my shoulders, and my thighs. Like, it is fantastic. I feel amazing. The weight is pouring off and my diet is changing because of it. I can't be any happier with the way it's going. And I mean, even that being said, I've gained so much muscle tone. I think I've lost actually more. Like, if I wasn't gaining muscle tone, I would say that I've probably lost like 40 pounds of weight. But I don't know. I mean, it's been 2 months now, and it's coming along really good. So thank you, everyone who's been supporting me there. All right, let's get into some of these stories. So the first one I just want to talk about is everybody knows that I got the X-Pipe, I got the lowering springs. I'm loving the lowering springs. I'm loving the X-Pipe, and I've been putting them both to fantastic use. Any chance I get to open up the car and let that X-Pipe crackle, I'm doing it. Any chance I get to hit a corner hard and really let the suspension work on this car, I'm doing it. Not only does it look phenomenal with the stance is, you know, I mean, it's less than a half an inch between the wheel well and the wheel tire in the tire. Like, the wheel gap is so minimal now, and the car handles phenomenally. I'm putting it to work. So I'm driving the other day, and this car is in front of me, and it moves over to get off of the freeway, and I drop second and just crackle the car. And what this did was it triggered either a V6 or an EcoBoost Mustang behind me, and he goes blasting by me, and he's weaving in and out of traffic. Now, I kind of just let him get away with it because I'm just in a spot that's really bad for police officers and highway patrol. So I give him a little space, and then he kind of starts slowing down, and I catch up to him, and you see him roll his window down. So I'm like, oh, he wants to say what's up. So I kind of roll up next to him, and I'm like, you know, I forget exactly what I said, but it was something like, what's up, bro? You know, and then he guns it. So I just drop it and gun it too. This dude. Like, absolutely gap him, and he's all excited. He's back there just throwing up, you know, he's deuces. He's super happy. He was just a Mustang fan, and I love that about this guy. He was just a good sport about getting destroyed. And it was just a good time. You know, it was one of those things where somebody saw that I was willing to play. He wanted to play too. We played together, and it was just straight fun. You know what I'm saying? The next one I want to talk about is this 428i BMW, who was all over my ass. And he followed me for a good mile, just all over my ass. And then it decided that he was going to pull out and he was going to pass me. So I gave him his space. Again, we're in a bad area. We're in an area that I don't like to play in. And I wait until we get to my spot. The spot you guys are all aware of, where I love to enjoy this car. It is vertical inclines. It has, you know, downhill. It's got curves. It's got super elevations. There are no on-ramps or off-ramps, and it's time to get busy. So I'm not going to give any speeds, but as I'm trailing him, he is speed limit plus. Let's just put it that way. Plus. Doesn't look like much is happening, but the speeds are plus. And I decided, you know what? This guy's he's looking for it. He wants it. Like, I don't want to incriminate myself, but he's plus, and I'm following him. So I just say, you know what? Dropping third, doing it. Couldn't handle it. So I pass him at plus, and he's just kind of fading back there. You know, he was comfortable at his speed, but man, with the performance pack on this car and the Steeda MagneRide lowering springs with the MagneRide, oh my God, you guys, this car, it just absolutely destroys this road. It's been said once before, long ago. All this horsepower and nowhere to gallop. was killing this car in my Accord before, killing this track of road before. This car absolutely destroys it. And we had some fun. And by the end of it, he passed me. He was butthurt. He kind of gave me a dirty look, and he drove by, and that was the end of that. Now, what we all kind of came for was in the beginning of the video. It was the original kind of showcase video. And this one was great. I'm driving along, minding my own business, just doing the speed limit, kind of cruising in a slow lane, when I see this car coming up super fast behind me, and they move into the fast lane and they pass me, and it's a girl driving with, I can only imagine her boyfriend or something, and her boyfriend is he's like doing one of these as he drives by. He's like peeping me through the side of his eye, you know, and kind of smiles. And then the girl just kind of like, she doesn't step on it, she doesn't gun it, but she speeds up and like kind of passes, kind of trying to get my attention. So we get up a little further, we get out of kind of the straights, and we get into my area again. Except we're going the opposite direction. And I decide that, you know what, if she wants it, let's bait him. Let's see if we can bait him and see what happens. So I throw it in third, and I'm doing speed limit plus. I pass him. Well, lo and behold, the triggering happened, and she was definitely interested. So she gets to a point where she pulls up next to me, and there's a car in front of her, and she just kind of like, you hear her just put the pedal down, and you hear the engine roar up, and she moves forward and gets in front of me, and I'm like, oh, it's sound. I had to let off so many times because she was super scared to like really get into these corners. Now, I'll mind you, through that entire area, I don't brake. There's no braking. There's full acceleration. This car, oh my God, this car handles so good. There's full acceleration. And so she kept braking. She was uncomfortable, and I gave that to her. And plus, I was just pulling on her like a son of a bitch. Like, this car was ready to eat that thing up. And so I kind of get my spot. I wait until I get a good couple of 3-4 car lengths ahead of the car that is in the fast lane, and then I punch it. I come out of the corner and I pull into the slow lane, and I'm waiting for him to catch up. And you know what's funny is that I'll sit there like giving him the deuces, like, yeah, dude, it was a cool run, man, that was fun, you know. I didn't realize what she was doing is she was giving me the 3 humps. She honked 3 times and then gunned it. You can hear it in the video. And I was late to the party, but I still ended up getting the victory. We make it through this 1-lane area, and then we come out, and I move back into the slow lane, and I'm waiting to see if she wanted to run him another one. And I kind of switched the camera to get the angle so we could see them coming up. But after that, you could see it in the video, but he looked over at me and he smiled and gave me the thumbs up. And she was just kind of like, hey, you know, and that was the end of it, man. I think she knew. We did probably 4 pulls throughout that, and I was just destroying her on every single one. I mean, it's expected, but car people are car people, and the good ones don't care if they win or lose. They just want to have fun. They want the adrenaline rush, and it was just a good time. She knew that I was ready to play. I knew that she wanted to play, and we played. And that's all that really mattered. It was good stuff, man. I enjoyed it. I hope that you guys had a little fun with some of the stuff that I talked about today. You know, again, I'm sorry I don't have all the content to make for you guys, but I got stories sometimes some awesome things happen, and you know, we can have some fun talking about it. And you guys can comment below about fun, exciting things that you guys have been through, and we can just all enjoy the car stuff. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Don't forget to pick up some merchandise. If you guys like my designs, please buy a shirt, buy a hoodie. I'll try to get some tank tops in there. Still working on hats. They keep denying my hats because they don't like the way that the embroidery comes out with it, but I'm working on stuff. A lot of people requested keychains. I don't have access to keychains. I have access to mugs and phone cases, but I don't think I'm going to make any of that stuff. If it's not something that I want or I would use, then I'm not quick to add it to the merchandise shop because I'm not sure if other people want those things. But if you guys do, I guess let me know. And thank you so much, you guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the notification bell if you want more notice of when I post stuff. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at silverstang707 for more content on the car. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.